Hi, Void here, and welcome to the Complete Dye tutorial. Thank you for the 12 subs, that's pretty amazing. I didn't even think I would get to 5. So it's improvement. So here's the entire dye guide. I'll be going through every single color, so that's gonna take a lot of time. Okay, first of all, let's go through all the drop rates. The silver dye is sold from the dye trader, which is right here, Daniel. Then, to get purple mucus, you have to go to the ocean to kill sea snails. They are a rare spawn. I'm pretty sure they're hard mode. And black ink are from squids. Squids, by the way, all of these have a 100% drop chance. Are dropped from squids, 100% drop chance, and it is used to make black dye. Red husks are from red beetles. Violet husks are from violet beetles. Cyan husks are from cyan beetles. By the way, all of them are from underground. So are these teal mushrooms. You randomly find them. And the green mushrooms, you both randomly find them underground. Now these are all the plants. Sky blue flowers are found in the underground jungle and above jungle. Blueberries are found anywhere in the normal biome, including with the yellow marigold. The lime kelp is found in the ocean biome. The orange bloodroot is found in caves, shallow caves, the ones that don't go underground, I guess. And the pink prickly pear, which are found on the top of cactuses in the desert. So, let's start. Let's start by making some black dye. Okay, first we will be working with pink. With pink, you can make... Wait, need one more. There's 4 combinations for every single dye. You can either make what color you have and silver dye, bright what color you have dye, the what color you have and black dye, and that's about it. So anyways, here we go, pink and black dye. Then we have bright pink dye. No, never mind, 3. And these are all the combinations you can get with each color. Now I shall put this into the chest. So that is pink crossed off. So let's get rid of the pink here. Prickly pear. Next we have violet. Now we have 3 combinations yet again. Violet and black dye, bright violet dye, and violet and silver dye. So now let's put in the next part of the chest. That is violet. Done. We will not need it anymore. Now we will have purple dye. 1, 2, 3. 3 variations of it, purple and black, bright purple dye, and purple and silver dye. Next, we have... Wait, we don't need purple anymore. I believe purple is... Wait, where the hell's... Oh, there. Next, we have blue dye. 1, 2, 3. What? So apparently we only have... Oh, never mind. I guess I'm a little bit stupid. Let me buy some of this. Okay, now let's continue. Now, with blue dye, you can make blue and black dye, bright blue dye, and blue and silver dye. Now, that's another color crossed off. So now, let's go put this in that section. You can tell how hard I'm trying to mess this up. So, next we have sky blue dye, which is basically cyan, or teal, whatever. So, there are 3 variations of it. Sky blue, bright blue dye, and sky blue and silver dye. Now we will put this into the next chest. Next. Oh, we're almost out. So, 1 second. Need more of this. Okay, now the next dye we will be crafting is cyan dye. You get it from cyan beetles, which are found underground. There are 3 variations of it, once again. Bright cyan dye, cyan and black dye, and cyan and silver dye. Next is teal dye, which are found from teal mushrooms underground. There are 3 variations of it, once again, teal and black, bright teal dye, teal and silver dye. So now let's just put those into the next chest. Okay, next dye we have is green dye. There are 3 variations of green dye. Green and black, bright green, and un momento. Okay, and the green and silver dye. Now let's put it into the next chest. Now, our next color is lime dye, which are found from lime kelp, found in the ocean. There are 3 variations of it. The lime and black dye, the bright lime dye, and the lime and silver dye. Now let's put these into here. So now we have 3 colors left, finally. This is a very extensive guide. We need 7 of them. Now, this is the yellow dye. There are 3 variations of the yellow dye, once again. There's the... oh, damn. There is the yellow and black dye, which makes you look like a bee. The bright yellow dye. And the yellow and silver dye. So let's put these here. And that is the yellow marigolds crossed off. Next we have orange dye, and then the last one, red dye. So now with red dye, you can make orange and black dye, bright orange dye, and orange and silver dye. Put those in here. And finally, our final dye, red dye, which are from red husks. By the way, I did cheat all this in, but I will be deleting everything after. Okay, that's the rest of the dyes. There are none left. Now, we will try this on. If you don't want to see how any of them look, I would end the video right now. Those were all the crafting recipes. So yeah, I will be taking my head and feet off with my dye. We will just be seeing how the chest looks. Now, let's check black dye. So you can see it looks like this. Silver dye looks like this. Next is bright pink dye. Bright pink looks like this. Pink and black dye looks like this. And pink and silver dye looks like this. Next we have violet and black dye. Next we have bright violet dye. Next we have violet and silver dye. Next we have purple and black dye. Next we have bright purple dye. Next we have purple and white dye. Next we have blue and black dye. Next we have bright blue dye. Next we have blue and silver dye. Next we have sky blue and black dye. Next we have sky blue dye. Bright sky blue dye. Next we have sky blue and silver dye. Next we have teal and black dye. Next we have bright teal dye. Next we have teal and silver dye. Next we have cyan and silver dye. Next we have bright cyan dye. Next we have cyan and black dye. Next we have green and black dye. Next we have bright green dye. Next we have green and silver dye. Next we have lime and black dye. Next we have bright lime dye. Next we have lime and silver dye. Next we have yellow and black dye. Makes you look creepy. Next we have bright yellow dye. Next we have yellow and silver dye. Next we have orange and black dye. Next we have orange and white dye. Next we have bright orange dye. That actually looks really cool. Wait, what? Next we have the last ones. Red and black dye, which I already had before. Next we have bright red dye. And finally, the last one, red and silver dye. Now next, I'll be right back with all the original dyes. Hello, back again, and I will be showing the original dyes. Here, we have purple dye. Next we have red dye. Then we have yellow dye. Then we have green dye. Then we have lime dye. Doesn't make it look any different. Next we have orange dye. Next we have pink dye. Next we have teal dye. Next we have sky blue dye. Next we have cyan dye. And finally blue dye. And I found there are some other hidden dyes where you combine 3 of essentially the same color together. So I will show you them. Cyan gradient dye, yellow gradient dye, and wait, let me just spawn this in. Remember, this will all be deleted. Could I have forgotten one color? Yellow gradient, cyan gradient. Un momento. Hi, back again. Today, well, here we go. To get the rainbow dye, you need the yellow gradient dye, the cyan gradient dye, the violet gradient dye to get the rainbow dye. Shit, you know what? We'll just leave those out. And this is the rainbow dye. Looks pretty badass. As you can see, rainbow. Very hard to get. And next we have the flame dye. I'm gonna use that. And next we have the blue flame dye. Anyways, thanks for watching. This has been the Complete Dye tutorial, and thanks and goodbye.